Dedicated to all my artists out there. All were weapons of mass construction. An eruption of expected assumptions that the road we take with the bricks that we laid and molded that we made lead to nowhere we say, so who cares? You said because we chose pencils and paint, why play it safe? We made mistakes, but the blemish is a type of character you can't erase. No security? See, that's the fun part. How many can sell a piece of their heart and feel more complete than they did from the very start? Not very hard to see why we do what we do, knowing that you grew with it since you were 3 and grew with the creative to set it free, unsettling and seeing from the eyes with a suit and ties, remembering those things that made them open wide and feel alive. Now they start pushing because we granted this ourselves. We stopped bitching and did this with the help of knowing this mission could prevent us from a hell of what ifs. So why didn't maybe this rings a bell? You took business solely to try and sell what we risked it, got others to aim and buy. Spent only 5, no currency, just time. Maybe a passerby who has no clue who is in my eye. Only interest is to come by and say, yo, that's tight. And beyond the merry way. See, this style goes beyond the merry's way. Dropping CA to mirror the half-asses behind the pursuit of happiness. Rather less it was property. Obviously this wouldn't slide in many to try to hide true intentions with a God. A founding father who bastardized the idea of believers. We are more than satisfied with our pencils by our side. Ready to set it off, ready to build high, ready to free hearts, ready to please minds. This goes beyond the simple fact that we will doodle during school and looking as a fool and ask what we're gonna do with this. I think there's something wrong with it. While others go down the future, we were drawing them, not getting applause for them. When back then you saw no cause for them. Went from in-class disruption to creative production. Goals in our canvas, dreams in our bucket, ambitions in our pad, aching to be touched with the ruckus that's flooded the pen with the ink. Just think y'all thought we wouldn't function. Now we lead the way for the greatest minds ever to be fucked with. We bring the something to the nothing, the beauty to the ugly, the substance to the wasn't. So we shall never quit. Society depends on it, and us to bring the lovely. So don't call us starving artists because we're malnutrition, trust me. They call us starving artists because we're always fucking hungry. What up? Everybody still doing good? That's what I like to hear. Alright. This poem right here is kind of on the lines of my last poem. It's a little less angry. But it's basically dedicated to, well, first and foremost, it's dedicated to my sister. She's right there. Her and I both went into creative fields as a degree. We both went to MSU. She went into dance, I went to graphic design, and you know, it's kind of hard when you go into something like that because you know a lot of people ask you, what are you going to do with that kind of degree? And you know, from friends to family members to girlfriend's parents wondering how I was going to. What are you supposed to do? I'll figure out something, but. It's hard doing it, but she graduated and with a degree in dance. She's assistant dance director at Las Cruces High School. She teaches dance 101 at MSU. So, no, you could, yeah, you could. She's right there, stand up real quick. Let's embarrass the hell out of my sister. So she's kept me motivated to keep on with what with doing what I do. So this was called Imagine. I'll never forget it. It's about 5 or 6. And my mom asked me, "Mijo, what do you want to be when you grow up?" I said, "Mom, I want to be a beaver." We had this thing called imagination, and we used it to keep ourselves from being bored, to fly away to a land that needed saving, to fight dragons that no one else could see, to have tea parties with our stuffed animals that could carry a conversation better than our parents. We used it to let our parents rest, to drown out the yelling, the sirens, the crying, the ills. We used it because it was our best friend. We used it to answer the what ifs, the why nots, the how comes. So they used to use it. So but not you. No, not you. You are the ones that have kept it alive. The poets, the songwriters, the lyricists, the dancers, the singers, the musicians, the actors, the actresses, the comedians, the artists, the designers. You're the ones that have kept trying to answer the what ifs, the why nots, the how comes. You're the ones that have kept this world turning, guessing, impressed, because you aim to leave that impression on hearts and minds into the state of mind for those few seconds, as if to hold on for those few seconds. But it's those few seconds you hold tightly with your thoughts, only to let them go so your thoughts are free to hold on to more. It's phenomenal and a pleasantry is made by your audience because they too hold on, tighter than you'll ever know. Because some can imagine, but others can only imagine to imagine like you. But be forewarned, because there'll be those that ask you, what for? Why this? How come? Do something with your life besides getting your fingernails dirty with ideas of tomorrow. You should have seen the look on their faces when my sister said, I'm going to dance. Ask her what she's doing now. And she will say dance. That's why I always respect her, because she never let the child die. But any of you who said I will dance, draw, act, sing, write, play, paint, design, create, I applaud you. Applaud yourselves and the other grown children that refuse to stop asking what if, why not, how come. Not those who forgot about the tea parties and dragon saints, make you forget as well. Yeah. Put that nonsense behind it. Oblivious to the fact that it's been chasing them, slowly running out of breath, gasping for breath until they suffocate on that nows, that I'm busies, that I'm too old, the bullshit excuses I need to be accepted. Not knowing they rejected the most important part of themselves. For all you songwriters, lyricists, dancers, singers, musicians, actors, actresses, comedians, artists, designers, for all you still trying to answer the what ifs, the why nots, the how comes, even for all you still slaying dragons and having tea parties. Take care of that child that's still here. Don't let them die. Don't let them chase you. In fact, you should be chasing them with their arms wide open. They will catch you. And they will take care of you. Because my sister's still dancing. And I still want to be a beaver when I grow up. Thank you. So before I leave the stage tonight, I want to give a really, really, really special thank you to Pamela. My boy, is she here? Is she here? Without her, this event would have never happened. She was so hard pressed to do this, and I'm not gonna lie, all the poets were like, "How are we supposed to do this in a month?" So, but she's the reason why I'm here on this stage tonight, and why I was able to share it with such amazing gentlemen, amazing poets, and why I'm able to share my talent with y'all and hear other people's talent. So, thank you, Pamela. We'll see you right now. We'll see you right now. Really quick, we are going to have a meet and greet in the back. I don't know if it's said or not, but my design team that I co-founded with Adrian and Tony Lopez, they're in the back, will be displaying our artwork, our t-shirts, and we'll be there to mingle. So if any of you looking for graphic designers, we'll be back there. So, how much? $5.99. Oh man. Oh man. It's a little more than that, but I just feel that. It don't matter. Anyways, that's not the point. Point is, I'm a starving artist, remember? So we go back. I'm not starving actually. My mom beats me. I'm good, but who's that? There she is. Thank you so much. So this last poem that I'm going to do is called In the Deep, and it's basically a poem about my relationship with God and how I see it and how my relationship with Him. This is how it gets me through my day to day. So it's called In the Deep. Started off cool, training it just fine. Got a worry in the world, enjoying the sunshine. Clear head, clearer skies, clear waters, clearer mind.
feeling that nothing can touch me or budge me, floating on cloud 9, hoping that my time and serenity will never leave so heavenly, like angels in bed with me, telling me I'm the best at things. But suddenly the hues change. From colorful to 2 gray, warm to cool days, winds and rains, bow rocking, I can't stop it, it's heart dropping, it's mind throbbing, mind's boggling, winds are knocking everything out of place, see I want out of this place, I can't take it, can't make it, praying in his name, what I've mistaken for a safe haven became a place full of agony and pain. Why doesn't he answer me? Does he laugh at me? It's like I feel a smile coming from a heaven's smile. Now it's pure silence, whether becoming more violent, no helping hand in my crisis, no guidance, almighty seeming unrighteous, so alone I must fight this, a message I will send, no longer will paper take my own peace of mind, I must defend, will I rise or descend, I gotta remember to deep end. Now, your Lord, I can't swim. Lord, I won't win. I'm not ready. This challenge is too heavy. How could you expect me to overcome this? From this depth, the roughness, toughness has me swept into uncharted waters in which I would never wander. Wondering how much longer you would keep me here. I'm talking to you, goddammit, can't you hear? My child, I smile. Because all the while during this trial, you mistaken my absence for being abandoned, stranded in what you imagine to be impossibilities. But the fact is, what you find tragic has been another challenge that you can tackle with ease. You're looking up at me for a little bit of help, but the power to survive is found within yourself. See, I wouldn't put you through the struggle if I didn't love you. And if I knew you always look up, see, I wouldn't sit above you. But the fact is, I've trusted you to overcome these ways of these days that I put in front of you. So while you blame me for sitting and watching, not giving more options, you should really focus on fixing your problems with the tools that I gave, instead of waiting around for a miracle to be made. Thank you.
Talk kids how to flip keys to the pages because wages are as low as test scores, or maybe that's the problem. But see, homie put food on the table and learn how to turn a profit at the same time, so you can't say that's not progress. See, he passes core classes even before the bell rings. Sees pimps teaching business and peddlers teaching chemistry. Learns English from corner ciphers where MCs drop poetry and art from graffiti artists and math from dripple beams. See, the classroom teaches him how to think, but the streets teach him how to eat. So how you suppose little dude's gonna walk that thin line on the woman to sell, where the ring of the bell separates heaven and hell, where dodgeball ball like practice rather than fun at recess? See, the real test is these steps he takes away from the classroom, and he's gonna pass with or without it, that much is true. But if he always has homies back, then he's never gonna feel cornered. See, it should have never been no child left behind, but push every child forward.
Yeah.
Where do you get your education from?
School.